Hi, I'm Jesse Silsky. I work with the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. To my left is my friend and coworker Jean, and to her left is Deneen Vincent with Le Chat Gourmet. We're here today in Eaton Rapids, and Deneen is going to take us through a very fantastic sugar cookie recipe so that everybody can bake cookies for Santa using all Michigan ingredients. Deneen, how do we get rolling here?
All right, so we're going to start with 2 cups of flour, and this flour is from King Milling here in Michigan. And we're going to add 1/3 of a teaspoon of baking powder into that. We're going to add just a tiny pinch of salt to that. All right, perfect. All right, the next thing that we need to do is we're going to add 1/2 cup of butter, and this is from Calder Dairy here in Michigan as well. All right, so we've creamed together our butter, and now we're going to add our Michigan sugar. All right, so now we've creamed together our butter, our sugar, and our egg, and we're going to add our dry ingredients.
So one of my favorite things to do is to eat the raw cookie dough. That's okay to do, right?
No, Jesse, you really shouldn't do that. Cookie dough has a lot of raw ingredients in it that could be potentially harmful. It might not be, but why take that chance? It's better to just not take it and be safe and don't eat the raw cookie dough.
Okay, so don't eat the raw cookie dough.
Don't eat the raw cookie
got
dough,
it.
Jesse.
Okay, so we've got the dough chilling in the refrigerator for 30 minutes?
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes, okay. Now we come to the icing phase of the
Yes.
process. Deneen, can you walk us through that?
All right, so we're going to make an artisan icing, royal icing. So we're able to add this and decorate the top of our cookies, and it hardens down really, really firm. So if we do a pattern or anything in them, it's going to keep that shape.
Okay.
So we've got 4 ingredients for this. So we need to measure out 3 cups of powdered sugar, and again, this is Michigan Pioneer sugar. All right, so now we're going to sift this. So we're just going to give this a little shake and work this through. So if any of that, the granulated sugar before it was pulverized, if it's still in a big, large chunk, we'll catch that. So we have a really nice, smooth, creamy frosting. So to this, we are going to add meringue powder. And in addition to our meringue powder, we're going to add cream of tartar. And the cream of tartar stabilizes the eggs and the frosting.
Okay. So in cream of tartar, that cream of tartar you got from a Michigan company too, right?
I did. This is from Loran Oil. Our meringue powder is from Loran Oil, and our cream of tartar is from Loran Oil.
What is cream of tartar?
Cream of tartar is kind of a fun little ingredient because it's actually the right residue that's left on the inside of wine barrels.
Oh.
I know.
Very cool.
Who came up with that? Who figured that out, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to add that over here to our mixer. We're going to use a wire whip this time. We're just going to blend that together, and then we are going to gradually add roughly 1/4 cup of warm water. We want this consistency to be approximately like a slow pour of molasses.
Okay.
All right, so we have been whipping this for approximately 3 minutes. We do not have molasses. We have kind of consistency of marshmallow right now. So we know we need to add a little bit more warm water. Just a little bit. It's very easy to go too far.
So it looks like it's gotten a little glossy.
It has.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that's part of it. As we whip it, we want to add some air to it.
Okay.
And it also brings out that really nice shine with the meringue powders
It makes the
eggs.
cookies look very pretty.
So, yes, absolutely. This is always going to be a variable. You know, I said approximately a quarter of a cup, but that's going to change a little bit each time you get a different bag of sugar. It's the time of the year. We're drier right now because it's winter time and we have our heating on. In the summer, there's humidity. It's going to be in your ingredients, so you may need less. So this is always going to be a variable in your recipe.
So paying attention to the consistency is the key.
Exactly.
Okay.
That looks good. So that's a nice steady pour. And we have one more ingredient to go in. Jesse, you want to grab that vanilla extract up there? Excellent. This is another Loran product.
Great.
So we added our first 4 ingredients, and now we're going to add our final, our 5th. We're just going to add about 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla. All right, so our frosting is ready. It's been about 30 minutes. Our cookie dough is ready.
All right.
So you guys ready to cut out?
Absolutely.
I'm ready.
All right.
Great.
All right, so we're going to dust our board. We'll pop our dough down, give it a little press. I always top and tail it, so both sides. All right, and this is a French pen, so it doesn't have the handles on the sides, so you want to take your hands and you want to use your weight and just press it out. But this is nice because you get to utilize that whole piece of that pen. So a lot of times the ones with the handles, your weight's out here on the side, and then you end up with a thicker center and a thinner side as you're rolling out. This helps you to keep a nice, even thickness.
So is this just a regular cutting board that you're rolling on? A plastic cutting board?
Yeah, it's a poly board.
Okay, poly board.
And how thick or how thin should the dough get? What are we looking for?
We are going to 3/16 of an inch.
That's
Okay.
very precise.
So yes, we want it fairly thin. How do you like your cookies?
I like mine actually kind of thick and maybe slightly undercooked. With
So it's
light
just,
frosting.
just a little bit gooey.
I'm guessing
and your-
that's the wrong way.
You and your undercooked cookie dough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you know, I live on the edge.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we have our Michigan cutters. So we have our
Okay.
UP and our Lower Peninsula. And we're just going to go through and we're going to cut these out.
Okay, so Janine, we pulled the cookies out of the oven. How did you know when they were ready to be taken out of the oven?
These are pretty exact at 10 minutes. I like a little bit extra crunch on mine, so that's why I like them to just have that little bit of a golden outline on them. But if you like yours a little less done, then pull them out about a minute sooner and you'll get a little bit whiter cookie.
So now we're gonna mix up the
We
frosting
are. We're going to
colors?
make a couple couple colors. We're going to go traditional Christmas here. So again, we want to check our consistency, and that's still at a nice slow molasses pour. So we're going to do 3. I'll keep a little white, and I'm going to give you guys
Get that out of the way.
one for red and one for green, okay?
All right.
So we have pastry bag here. We're going to turn it down. We have this fitted with a coupler and a number 6 piping tip.
So are we piping around the outside of it and then?
Yep,
then
so what
use
you want
the
to do
little-
is you want to come in about 1/4 of an inch.
Okay.
Because it will spread a little bit, and you want to pipe it inside of here,
Okay,
and then you can like do a squiggle back and forth, and because it runs, it will fill
fill in. Okay, so
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that. Okay.
Or, and the other thing is that I love to do with these is just literally just kind of go Jackson Pollock on them, and just like, yeah, just like go with colors, because it's, you know, I like to do a few that are like really precise, but we're always so busy during the holidays.
Yeah.
It's nice just to, just do some funky patterns and stuff on there.
So we want to thank everybody for joining us today. We hope we gave you all the information you need to make some awesome cookies for Santa this Christmas. using mostly Michigan ingredients.
Absolutely.
Janine, thank you for having us.
Oh,
We
thank you
really
so much.
appreciate you,
Thank you so-
walking us through this and giving me at least some functional baking skills. And I understand that you have a tradition of your own on your baking shows.
I do, yes. When I have my television show, Great Lakes Kitchen, we always like to finish with a nice little tipple. So we're going to use some good old Michigan Bergdorf wine.
Nice.
So I'm going to pour us each a little, and we can have a nice cheers.
So Michigan has over 100 wineries now.
Wow, that's incredible. I remember you used to be able to count them on one hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so very much for joining me at Le Chat Gourmet.
Thank you, Janine.
So, cheers.
Cheers. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.